Leafs and the San Jose Sharks kick off the three-game California road trip for the Maple Leafs, and the starting lineup has Chris Tanev along with Jake McCabe and the Austin Matthews line getting set at center ice as the puck is dropped and we're underway. McMahon trying to protect the puck, got it in front. Tavares tried to spin to get it back to the blue line, but it was intercepted, and the Sharks will bring it to the line and in on the right side. Toffoli to the line, a shot, and that came right off the pad of goaltender Joseph Woll. Noise in there, especially during the playoffs so many years ago. In that wonderful series. Now here's Domi working in over the line, centered in front, and a shot taken by Lawton went just wide of the goal. Romanov and Georgiev as the two goaltenders. Here are the Sharks in the Leaf zone. A centering pass, and a quick shot is swallowed up by Woll off the stick of the much celebrated Macklin Celebrini. Now, if Calgary got hot and got in.
Yeah, Dustin Wolf, I think, has to be in that conversation.
Yep, here the Sharks in with a shot. Good save made by Woll. And your suggestion about him being hot here for the first 5 minutes, well, we've got 13 seconds before he doesn't have to be hot. Here's a long shot, and he stops that as well. There's going to be a face-off back in over the line. Lorenz goes after it into the near corner. Gets a hit in there on Carlson. The puck comes free. Another centering pass to Wenberg on the near half boards into the slot. Here are the Leafs surrounding that man, but leaving one open. And a centering pass is stopped by Woll. The rebound scores. Tyler Toffoli in front of the net. And the Leafs have started in neutral, and it's cost them the opening goal of the game. Down into the corner for Wenberg. Wenberg curling out back to Makamadullin, and a shot that's blocked. A big rebound, and Toffoli couldn't deliver it, but good pressure here from San Jose, and a shot stopped and smothered by Woll.
You see Craig Berube offering some not so quiet words of encouragement on the bench.
One team is also playing with house money, and there's going to be a penalty here, I believe.
Yeah,
McCabe is upset, but he got slew-footed a little bit.
But he's got to take the power play and not retaliate and make this a 4-on-4.
Brooks to the left wing side, still with it. Into the near corner, off a skate in front, stolen nicely by Nyes, in front of the net, they score! What a play by Matthew Nyes! It looked like it was going to be iced, but Nyes steals it, and Willie Nylander is the beneficiary as he fires home the tying goal.
And a career high now for Willie Nylander, 41. And it's Nylander, Joe, that gets into the San Jose zone.
Comes up on the wing. Nyes is able to knock it down and get it out into neutral ice.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is whether you want to call it interference or boarding.
Leafs goal came with the man advantage. Marner got the face-off into the slot near side. Willie trying to find Matthews on the far side, but it's broken up and brought to center ice by Colin Graff. Graff trying to get into the slot area, scores! Short-handed goal for the San Jose Sharks after they coughed the puck up in the offensive zone. Dropping it back to Riley onto the left wing side for Domi. Domi's pass came in front of the backhand. Off the stick of McMahon, was stopped by Georgiev, and it's shot down the ice. And the Sharks get it into the slot with a one-timer. Oh, and that was just off the mark wide, or Woll may have got a piece of it. It'll go around the boards to the far point and partially blocked, but now brought out on a 2-on-1. Here the Sharks in on goal with a shot. Scores! Joseph Woll got a piece of it, but the wrist shot by Alex Wenberg beats him, and it is 3-1 San Jose. Now chips it to the side of the goal. It rolls back of the net. Nylander centers. It goes off another stick. Now it's in front of the net. Still free. Back to the point. Wrist shot coming. Backhand stop made by Georgiev. And a whistle.
Another penalty.
A tripping call.
I'm not sure if a Leaf went down in front of the net or not.
And Graff will move in. Leafs win the face-off. Marner with a wrist shot coming. That blocked the rebound. Scores! Matthews, the puck was in behind Georgiev, and Matthews spotted it and slams it home. And very quickly, the Maple Leafs are back to where they started the period, down 1.
So all three power plays result in a goal, 2 for the Leafs, and the one shorthanded by San Jose.
Kept in on the near side by Brandon Carlo. To the far side, Oliver Ekman-Larsson with a hefty hit. Shot goes wide off the body into the near boards. McMahon took his man down in Celebrini, and he's going to get a penalty. And still has it, though. Played it back to the point. Walking the line with a wrist shot. Knocked down in front of the net. Wenberg into the slot, and a shot. Pad save. Good one made there by Wall. Brought back by the Sharks and over the line. Celebrini gets it back into the slot, and a shot is deflecting up into the screen and out of play. And unable to reach it there was the Leaf. Oh, no, and they score! Joseph Wall has a major league hiccup. The puck in the blue paint. He doesn't play it fast enough, and it is swiped into the net. Have the puck back of the net, but can't come up with it. Desharnais loses it. The Leafs come out with it. Back along the boards now, dropped off by Lawton. Back to the point. A shot, scores from the point. Scotty Lawton, I think, gets the shot away, but we're not sure, and yes, it is. Scott Lawton, the Oakville native, will get his first goal as a Maple Leaf, and it's a big one to not get the lead back to within just one.
You know what? There was a great touch pass by David Kemp.
Celebrini trying to get his stick away from Nyes, but the puck is turned over. Here's a chance for the Sharks in off the goal post. Through center. Wenberg works in on the right side. Stops it up. Gets it back to the point with a shot that was stopped by Wall. Now Domi trying to get to a bouncing disc in the near corner. Lawton hovering out in front of the net. Domi got a pretty good whack in there on Ostapchuk, and now they start pushing and shoving a little bit. Domi wants a little more of it.
Yeah, he's got to stop. Max Domi gets a 10-minute misconduct. No, 5-on-4 power play.
All right.
Thanks.
Tavares stops up at the near half boards. Cycles it back along. Deflected in front, and a sharp angle shot by McMahon is stopped. Liljegren works down on the right side. Played it back into the slot. Fired on, a shot stopped by Wall. Got it up on the right wing side for Lawton, and now to Robertson. Robertson has it poked away. Took his man down. Penalty coming to Toronto. $0 commission on stocks. Big kill here for the Maple Leafs. Trailing by a goal. Sharks work it around back of the Toronto goal. Get it back to the point. Celebrini down low. A jam play on the far side. They score.
Tyler Toffoli again.
Second goal of the game and third point of the evening. And the Leafs don't get the puck deep, and the Sharks get it back in on the right side. Graff centering. Good pad save made there by Wall. And the Sharks have it again. Wenberg working the far left wing boards. Gets it back to the point. Back to Wenberg, and a shot. That deflected by the rebound. Stopped on the short side by Wall. Smith in the corner. Hooked to the ice by McCabe. Penalty call. Replaced, and they do, as it's now shot in by Toronto. Matthews with a good hit on the forecheck. Puck back of the net. Nice drill from behind. Penalty coming here, I believe. Couldn't get there in time to get his stick on it cleanly. Tavares takes his man to the boards. Coming out with it is Grundstrom as it comes back to the point with a shot. That's wide. Rebound, short side. Toffoli almost had his third. Comes back to the blue line again. Toffoli with it on the far half boards. Sends it into the slot area. Shot. Pad save. Good save made there by Wall. To the point on the near wing. A shot by Marner's block at the empty net. Missed. And icing should be called.
Hit the post. They're outside of it.
I guess.
Toronto Maple Leafs are going to fall to third place in the division unless there's a miracle comeback here.
He just did escape the penalty box. That long siege the Leafs had. Here's a wrist shot by Marner, scoring! A deflection in front. Tavares was there. And with 57.1 seconds left, it's going to be a one-goal hockey game. And now those gaffes look even bigger.
Yeah, and you're right. I think it was John Tavares in front. The great redirection on the wrist shot by Mitch Marner.
Riley to Nylander, to Marner. Marner, a one-timer by Matthews, stopped by Georgiev, centering pass in front of the goal. Another, they score! Nylander! Do you believe this? They've tied the game with 6 attackers. 12 seconds left in the third from being down and out to being into a tie and possible overtime with a dozen seconds left.
Boy, and it looked like Georgiev saved the day with a great stop off Austin Matthews. But Matthews retrieves the puck behind the net, gets it to Mitch Marner, and who better to find a seam than Marner?
The near side for Morgan Riley, who's over the boards now. Now here's Matthews working in on the near side. Drops for Marner. Shot stopped and it's cleared to the line but not out. Willie looking for a third of the game. Drops it off. Matthews doesn't shoot it. Gets it into the slot and a wrist shot there. And it's grabbed off by Nylander, and Nylander with 2.5 minutes to go starts out of his own end. With speed down the right wing is Nylander. Into the slot. He's in a goal. Pad save made by Georgiev. McMahon trying to poke it free, and he does. McMahon ahead along with Domi. McMahon in a goal, stopped by the goaltender. The rebound, covered up and thrown aside, but the Leafs are going to get it back. Another shot, high wide by Riley, goes into the corner. Knocked away by Marner, fed ahead for Matthews. He now turns, and he and Marner are through center. 2-on-2 rush. Matthews into the slot, took a shot, hit the goal post. Drops for Matthews into the slot. Can't shoot it yet. Now he works to the front of the goal. In the high slot. Still with it. Marner, a nifty move. He's in a goal. Oh, and it went off his stick and over top of the goal. And Nylander will take the first shot. He works to the left wing side. Cutting across. Right-handed shooter. And a backhand scores. He's a right-handed shot. Picks the puck up, weaves to the left wing side. Now cutting across on his forehand and scores with a nifty little move right at the goal crease. Left-handed shooter weaves to the right wing side, so he's on his forehand as he comes in with a shot, and that is stopped by Georgiev. He's a left-handed shooter. Slowly in, a couple of dekes and scores. He undresses Joseph Woll there, and here he comes. Right-handed shot, weaves to the left wing side, onto the forehand, in with a backhand, stopped by Georgiev. And the San Jose Sharks, despite giving up a pair of goals with 6 attackers on the ice to force overtime, will win the game by a score of 6-5 in a shootout.